Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone enjoyed the party yesterday.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
That was lovely, thank you.
Okay, so let's see, is this big enough? Yes. Let's see, let me make it just a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, so Post Oak Lane condominiums, unit 344, 155, Jean Grisha. Very nice. Virtually staged. $1275 Morris, 195 in North Side. Jonathan Williamson.
So Jonathan's not here, but he asked me to say that this is a lovely Victorian that needs lots of love.
Okay. Yep.
Yep.
Good size lot, though. 2717 Hazel in the Pearland area, 198. Austin Fitzpatrick.
Keep going.
$8515 Braysdale in Rayburn Valley, 279, Tim Shanahan. $11,219 Cold Spring in Sherwood Oaks, 319, Jennifer Lucio.
Talk to her.
Sorry? Oh, okay. $3707 Cat Springs in Sienna Plantation, 377.5 Deanne Gates.
It doesn't go away.
What's that? 2122 Ascot in Telfair, also in Sugar Land, 399 Nicole Brindy. Yep. $3350 McHugh at the Bristol, unit 1003, 417, Liz.
I'm here, okay. 1,955 square feet.
I want to take a roll.
No one else has said anything. You have views to every direction except the south. All the shades are mechanical. It's actually really roomy and it looks bigger than it is because of all the windows. He's got upgraded bathrooms, hardwoods everywhere in the unit except for the bathrooms, upgraded appliances. If you don't know, Bristol had a recent assessment. They just got a letter that said this size unit, it was $43,800.
Oh my God.
redoing the plumbing, so it's not even anything you get to enjoy when it's done, but my seller is paying that in full for the buyer.
But is that so you can have washers and dryers in your units?
No, they already have
They
that.
have that.
It's a plumbing upgrade. There's been some leaks and they've been doing patch jobs for years and they're actually gonna fix it now. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's really a great place. I'm getting a lot of shows on it.
What is the maintenance?
Are they having an assessment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Or just that the seller's paying it. The
So
seller's
also,
gonna pay
Ina has a unit, this is 1003, Ina has 1004 for sale for $399. You could combine the two and have a huge 10th floor panoramic all the way around view.
Is hers the same size?
Hers, I think, has a study. I think hers is like 300 feet bigger, but it's less expensive to finish.
4415 Rose Street at Rose Street Court, Rice Military, 448, Sandy Parker. $825 West 19th Street in the Heights, 449.9, Jonathan Williamson.
Okay, so this is built by Refuge Development, and they kind of scooted over into the Heights. It's very contemporary, so it's not like a lot of the other 2-story new constructions over there. There is alley access, but there is not a garage. There is space that you could build a garage and a garage apartment in the back and have alley access.
Is it brand new?
It's brand new.
Okay.
What's did we see the exterior?
Oh, that's why we live.
Wow, look at that.
That's different from the Heights.
Yeah, it's very, very contemporary.
I like it.
That's front door and all that? No, really?
825 was 19.
Okay, 982 Chambord Lane at Shepherd Park Plaza, 459.9, Eileen.
And I'm here too.
Here.
Here.
This is a realist, but reduced price, and he spent over $10,000 on doing outside work to the house, so we relisted it. Having good showings already, so. Big house.
Bless you.
Fascia, siding, paint.
$4701 Bellevue, 469 Headley Carpus. It's a lot. Yeah. In the corner of the-
Oh, is that where it is, man?
My brother used to live on the street.
4701.
It's what?
Right on the field.
That's right, price, I think.
That's high. God, that's
Yeah,
high.
for a
For
feeder.
a feeder, I sold one for 300.
Really?
227 Westheimer and Westheimer Court, Unit A, 599, Judy Cohen. $1315 East Vista Wood in Lakeside Place, 655, Sandra McHenry.
If you got the frogs in the shower, that's it.
4405 Cynthia Street in Southdale, 725, Terry Kaminsky.
Assuming it's flooded.
Did those houses flood?
Most of
Yeah.
them.
The railroad
All
tracks?
the ones that were
built in the,
Oh,
really, not until they raised them.
Okay.
Self-built.
But that's what they're selling for, is low sevens, high sixes.
So this one,
Recent, flooded for the
Remediated
first
and-
time.
Yeah.
Harvey.
remediated and repaired.
Here's a different flavor.
117 West 13th
Oh, that's-
Street, 899, Marcia
Yeah,
Kistler.
that's fine, and they completely renovated it with a builder that does really high-end homes. And so the whole downstairs is very nice. They took out a wall, so they wrapped off, they put a steel beam in and wrapped it all in walnut. And that was, well, it's beams actually, and they wrapped them.
Huh.
But the kitchen is, the refrigerator stays, the washer dryer stays. It's kind of an artistic look. I mean,
It's
you
a
know,
look.
yeah, it's a look. It depends. I mean, depends what you like, but they love it.
That's right.
And
Somebody else wants it.
it's nice that the windows are high in the living room because you can place your furniture however. And there's a ton of light that comes in this house.
Very fresh.
And then the bathroom was completely redone. It's got 4 jets and 2 shower heads.
Little shower.
Yeah, and a good closet. And this is a height, so I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
really.
good
Yeah, good
closet.
Yeah, very nice.
Look at the window in the closet.
Yeah, they have a window in the closet. This little room over here was a balcony, and they enclosed it and made it an office. And then up high, you can kind of see that that's really a shelf. You can put storage in there too. So they were real clever on the
Really?
updates they did.
They put a lot of-
And the garage has
Good
all the
storage.
storage that they're leaving. It's got Tesla chargers in there. So it's been
Wow.
rewired
Look at the
to
outdoor
have
kitchen.
extra electrical and outdoor kitchen. And then the pool is lovely. And then
And that's their pool?
that's their pool, their fire pit. They've got dog-friendly turf in the back, and that shade goes up and back. It's motorized.
Where's this 13th?
That's a good idea.
And then they do have gates that, the Catch a Kid gates, we took them down for this, but they have them.
You mean around the pool?
Uh-huh.
Catch it.
Yeah, that's what it's
I
called.
have one of those in my phone.
4950 is the lot.
Wow.
That yard.
They've got a lot of yard space for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they used
Size
a lot
lot.
of, uh-huh.
Wow.
And I have it open if anybody wants to send a client or come on Thursday from 12 to 2.
Wow.
1216, how do you say it?
Cycle.
Psycho.
Mosaico.
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 Mosaic, yeah.
But it's not
Mosaic.
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 It says it ends in an O though.
Yeah.
Mosaico.
Mosaico.
This is
925.
This is Ravenna.
Okay.
It's by Audie School.
Oh, that's where they're.
Peggy Pentecost.
So,
This is a very nice community. If you get off where Audie School is on Audie, you go all the way down past the school. There's a few on the left, and then there's a guard guy, and the rest is on the right.
An elevator.
As
It's
an
nice.
elevator.
Well, these are love it. They're
and they have good
Very
security.
nice.
don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they do, and they also do at the Edwards Theater, whatever that.
Oh,
area is.
yeah.
Marquee
It's
thing.
Marquee deal.
Yeah, because it's part of
You
the
know,
backs
I
to
drive
that.
home
Back to
down
that,
North
right.
Coast Oak, and there are so many kids now.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they all live around there, and they
Yes.
go to school there.
Yeah, the school's amazing.
Yeah.
There's only one entrance. Go the speed limit.
You know, I can't fly down there at 75 miles an hour anymore.
Damn.
Hate that.
14022 Queensbury, 1,069 in Nottingham West, Yvonne Meyer.
How far has she gone?
I know, right?
Wow.
Not
We
that.
go where we have to go.
She needed her GPS.
Oh my gosh. He's making fun of me
I love
again.
this time of year.
I wonder if this
Hey,
one's
check out
better,
the
because it's on.
Whoa.
Wow, a lot of storage in that
We
garage.
can see Beaver. 802 Heathcliff Court, $1,003,000. Kiki Wilson.
It's a really cute house.
It is cute.
$2,501 Yukon in Cherryhurst, $1,725,000. Wade Knight.
I think this is one of the builders who told us with Dan.
Is this Bob Harper? Bob Harper?
I'm not sure.
No,
It has several
Is that
homes with this.
Hampton Lane?
that's what Bob Harper.
Oh, that- yeah.
Yeah, same one he,
Yeah, they do.
yes. I thought you said Bob Barker, like. come on.
I did
No.
too.
That tree.
I just wanted to know if he was still alive.
Let's see, Hampton Lane,
Yeah,
yes.
Hampton Lane, that's it, yeah. I like it.
3778 Childress in Sunset Terrace, $1,089,000. Headley Carpus.
I think this.
That's the same one that Headley sold. It was
Right,
by-
this is
what's her name?
Rhonda.
Rhonda Mildower.
Rhonda.
Right. This is a beautiful home.
Yeah.
And they added a pool
Yeah.
and landscaping in the backyard.
Right.
But it had sold.
Yeah, this
So this
is,
is
this
the first
is
owner,
not the
not the
original.
builder, but the first owner.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's beautiful.
Did they move in?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
they lived here
couple
for a
years
couple of
Okay,
years.
okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a couple of years old.
It is.
I mean, I remember when I held it open, but I just can't remember how long ago it was. It's been a couple of years.
Couple
yeah.
years.
Uh-huh. Very, she is beautiful.
You know, it's that
Beautiful
street in
house.
West U that's not really West, like you don't get the West U services, but you get zoned to West U
And it's
Elementary.
it's right off the west part.
Yeah.
Some Sunset
Yeah,
Terrace.
Yeah. It's beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it's well thought out.
And 6331 Brompton in West U, $2,699,000. Lisa Bear.
16.5, that's good.
Wade Street.
Yeah.
Several $100,000 less.
Is it?
Really?
Or somebody else had it?
No, her.
Oh.
2,699.
Yes, and she had a contract on it and the people didn't have any do-re in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so she relisted it.
Yeah, so it's back active again.
Oh.
That's nice.
Pretty. It should sell right away.
Yeah.
No.
No, it's a fridge.
Yeah. See that,
Yeah, I
Bill,
remember that.
see how those stones are with the grass
Yeah,
now?
right.
Have y'all noticed that people are putting that artificial
Yeah,
grass, so you
I
don't
noticed
have to worry about it, and it's real pretty.
Yeah, the lot's huge on this in the backyard.
Yeah. You should.
65, that's a big lot for there.
Yeah.
That's real
See,
good.
Bill Martin.
I think she's already got a lot.
Hold on, there's one more apparently.
So. It'll go, yeah.
What year was that, Bill?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Betty Ship. Mine shows. 18,000. Oh.
This property, Annie is listing this week at 3.5, and she just wanted y'all to see the, photos.
Oh.
It's currently leased, or for lease, but they're gonna list it. If anybody has,
So it's not currently leased, it's currently available for lease.
it's,
but-
right, it's currently listed for lease,
So
and
these
she's
are
not gonna
current
put it for
photos.
sale
Pretty.
at 3.5.
nice
All
closet.
the shirts on here.
Wow.
Someone's organized.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Or they had an organizer. For the soda.
You have not lived in Tim Bannell's house.
Isn't it fabulous?
But not only is the house fabulous, but I told him, I said, you never have to worry about me moving in because we can never. He is so neat. Okay. Ken, come on up, you and Aaron. And I want to show you what Ken does, what he and Aaron arranged. A lot of people give as gifts a nice bottle of wine, bottle of champagne. Look at how, and when are y'all doing this, Aaron?
We've done it.
They did it.
We invited everybody.
I was gonna say, they already did.
Oh, shoot. Well, next year, do you see how nice this is?
Yeah, get a good seat. You sign them now and you'll get a good seat.
Yeah. But next year, remember that. I mean, it looks beautiful. Yeah, come on over.
And it's free. Free for y'all.
And it's free.
Not free for me.
Your wine, they're not giving you the wine or champagne, but they'll do your engraving for you.
Okay, my name's Ken Jacobson. I'm a branch manager over on where are we? St. James, Republic State Orange. Erin's our production manager. She does loans, I do loans. Call us. If you didn't get to use us for a loan this year, you lost. We both lost. Anyway, loans, sales, you know, they always slow down a little bit this year. Maybe y'all haven't, but usually the market slows a little bit. And so you don't want anything to, when you do have a deal, you don't want anything to impede it. You don't need any extra garbage floating around out there that's may affect your sale. There's a website, optoutprescreen.com. Top left of that sheet I gave you. If I have enough time, if you send them to me or Aaron early enough, where they're not, you know, we found the house, you don't know me, but I need a loan and I need a letter in an hour. If we do something a little bit before that, what happens is, Fair Credit Reporting Act, credit report, okay, there's people that buy it. Soon as a mortgage credit report is pulled, there's people all over the country that it automatically gets sent to, not the credit report, but they pulled a mortgage credit report. And all of a sudden you get Quicken, you get Chase, you get Wells, everybody contacting your client, okay? Supposedly, if you've picked us, you picked somebody that knows what they're doing, and you're on some kind of a tight time frame. So you don't need your client saying, well, I heard Quicken said they do this. Chase said they do this. Wells said they do this. These get sold all day long. Once they are contacted, it is late to opt out on those people. They have made contact. And you say, oh man, I don't want all this. I'm going to go opt out. Too late. So they can go to this website and they can opt out for 5 years online. They will get no unsolicited offers for credit or for insurance. Okay. Now it takes 5 days to do that, and you can do it permanently, but most people do it for 5 years. It takes 5 days to do that. So if I talk to somebody and they say, okay, well, we're just starting to look, I tell them, go online right now and do this. Do this before I pull your credit. Because once I pull the credit, again, it goes out all over the country and it's too late to stop it. Okay. Now on there, you'll see Equifax, Experian, Innovus, and TransUnion. Innovus does not report credit scores. They do not report all your credit lines. It's a cheaper way for those banks, et cetera, whoever it is, to get a decent credit report on you. All they do is say never late. They don't give a history of it, stuff like that. So they're a new one, or within the last couple of years, that's on there. But when you opt out, they won't get any of your information. Your job of selling a home is hard enough. And the mortgage, et cetera, that's not a cakewalk either. You don't need third parties interfering with your transaction by contacting your client and saying, we got better rates. And you know, when it gets down to the bottom line, they never do. It's always the same deal. So the one on, and you can always opt back in. The one thing that is kind of disturbing is they don't keep files for minors under 13. So there's really no way to protect those kids, okay? They'll get credit card offers, they'll get mortgage offers, they'll get all kinds of stuff. Cars, here, buy a car. There's not much you can do about that, but this is a really important thing to have your clients do so that you control more of that transaction instead of them going on some offshoot deal and finding somebody that emailed them and said, we're going to give you, you know, a point below everybody else and our closing costs are less and all this stuff, which never turns out to be true. But
so the credit scores, the rumor is the credit scores go up.
I didn't hear you what?
Rumor, well, the website says it's not true, but a lot of people that have opted out have
Their scores
credit
go up.
scores have improved. So
Yeah.
that might be a kind of a quick way to get your score up a little bit.
So
When you opt out, it improves your credit score?
they say that's not true, but everybody we've seen that has done it, their credit score went up.
That's interesting.
And I'm saying that's not going to happen, but everyone was saying that's happening.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah, so send me a deal. Send us a deal.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Thank you for
Thank you for the end of the year.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, here's Tim, the clean one, the neat one. I was so stunned at his house. It was perfect. Chris, you have somebody you want to introduce. I'm so glad to see y'all. Wasn't that fun yesterday? I just have to say, it was real fun. We had such a good time. Okay, come here. We're gonna talk to you, and don't forget, there you are, right there. You've got a bunch of people watching you this morning.
Hello, everybody. So I'll make this really brief on my part because I won't get to the meat and potatoes of it. So who here wants to increase our print advertising in the Chronicle? No? Okay, so good news, we're not doing that. I am happy to announce that I have been working with Lindsay Harville. She's with CultureMap, and she deals a lot with Cooper in both Dallas and San Antonio and Austin. And so now she is helping us out here. And so she's got a great program, and we've been working on this for several months and getting at a great, attractive price point. So without further ado, bring her up.
That was a trick question. That's so
Okay, so I'm gonna be your tour guide.
Okay.
Great.
So, Lindsay, see this camera right there? Stand down. You have 5 other offices watching you, and everybody at home is also watching you. So that's what you want to gear towards.
Okay, sounds great.
But don't forget to look at us too, the ones that actually showed up.
Yeah, the ones that come. Let me get that.
Now, when you're ready to go through the presentation, yes, you flip it so that the other people watching will see your presentation and hear you.
Sounds great. Okay. Well, thank you guys for having me today at your meeting. Chris and I have been working for many months on a program that would allow the brokerage to, basically we're creating, our program is meant to give you access to CultureMap at a very reduced cost. I've talked to several, I don't know, I know that John Ailes is in the room and I've talked to him on the phone, but I've talked to probably 5 or 6 Martha Turner agents in the last year who have wanted to advertise with CultureMap. And when you look at it as an individual purchasing CultureMap, it becomes super expensive. You know, it's just, and it doesn't necessarily make sense where Chris and I were able to create a very attractive program for a price that will make sense for each of you to participate in, but it'll still remain pretty exclusive, so that you and your properties stand out when you're advertising on CultureMap. So anyway, real quick, show of hands, who here is familiar with CultureMap? Wow. Great, I love it. That makes what I'm gonna explain a whole lot easier. Let's go ahead and get into the program, and I'll walk through the details with you guys. Oh, here we go. Okay,
Next.
yeah, we can go next. Okay, so just a little background on CultureMap, local lifestyle sites. We deliver daily news in Austin, Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, and San Antonio. Our readers, so the audience across the network, and it's the same in each market, there's really not a bunch of differentiation, is 58% female, 42% male, 72% are aged 25 to 54, 85% have an undergraduate degree or higher. Yeah, very well educated, and 73% are employed full time. These pictures on the bottom, so when we go throughout my presentation, the photos that are in here are our actual photos of guests at events. We host really elaborate, wonderful signature events, and these are our guests at those events. So that's our audience. The nutshell is that they're affluent, they're young, but they're established. They're either successful and they've made it, or they're on that trajectory. So they're great people for you guys to be reaching who are going to be buying significant homes.
Wow.
Trust and loyalty. Let me talk to you about how they interact with CultureMap. We are their local trusted resource for entertainment news. The best things to do in Houston, the best places to eat, new restaurants that have opened up, profiles on interesting personalities from the city. They're coming to us for the fun stuff, not the hard-hitting news, the fun stuff. 80% of our readers visit our website a few times per week. And you guys have heard from every single person who's ever tried to sell you advertising that frequency is important. Frequency is important. You gotta do it over and over and over again. Well, not only is frequency important, repetition important with your advertising, but how many times that reader sees you over and over. You have that opportunity. People are moving, as you well know, from reading anything in print, to reading it online on whichever device is convenient for them, wherever they are. I'm sitting in the airport, okay, I'm reading my phone. I'm, on the plane, let me log on to free Wi-Fi and read on my iPad, So basically, our readers are consuming CultureMap wherever they are on the go. And that's why they can get to us over and over and over again each week. Okay. Talking about success stories, I do have a long-standing relationship with Cooper Sotheby's International Realty in Austin and San Antonio. Right now we are in their 3rd year of advertising with CultureMap, and it was an immediate success. Like when I launched their program, within a couple of months, they called. What I'm telling you about their success is not what I told them, it's what they told me. They said, Lindsay, I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're our #1 referral site. Ahead of Sotheby's International Realty, ahead of Facebook, ahead of both Austin and San Antonio business journals combined. Each one of my sites drives exponentially more traffic than both of the business journals in those markets combined. I mean, it was just remarkable. And when we talk about us being the #1 referral site for Cooper Sotheby's, what does that mean? We drive the most traffic of all the websites that have links, to cooperrealty.com. We drive the most traffic to their website. Not only do we drive the most traffic, but of those, the traffic from CultureMap to their site, we drive the most new users. So they're people that have never interacted with Cooper before. They're being introduced. CultureMap readers are more deeply engaged with Cooper content than any other referral website. So our readers get to their website and they stay there, and they click to other pages, and they spend time on each page, which is really remarkable, and that's what you want to see. That proves that you've reached someone that is going to, that the experience they've had when they were introduced to you is memorable. So they will walk away knowing who you are after that. And the best part is you can have access to this crowd now. Okay, so this is the program that Chris and I have created. And this is just the nutshell bullet points. I'm going to go through each thing. But what's included? Each month when you participate in this program, you're going to get your property featured in a custom branded, so it'll be custom branded for Martha Turner Sotheby's, a custom branded site-wide property showcase, okay? You are going to also get your home featured in a custom branded Homes of the Week email. And this will be exclusive. It'll be only Martha Turner properties, and your property will be one of them. I have optional add-ons, and what I want to stress, and I'm going to stress it over and over and over again when I talk about the optional add-ons, is that I am going to offer you guys some it's as an individual realtor, you can decide whether to use these optional add-ons at any given time. You can do it once in a year, or you can do it 12 times a year, whatever you want. But I'm going to offer you exclusive rates, and the only reason I'm not going to offer these rates to anyone else in the market. I'm only going to offer them to Martha Turner, and it's basically a thank you on top of what the brokerage has done. Okay, we can go to the next slide. Okay, so the property showcase. This is what it looks like currently, and we are working on a site redesign that Chris and I have communicated on, so that we'll have that all buttoned up. But right now, this is what this looks like, and it won't look too much terribly different when we redesign it. But this module is on every single page of my website, and it features 3 properties per page view. And when we redesign it, the one thing that's going to change is people are going to be able to click through the properties. So right now it loads 3 properties, and then if you refresh the page, it'll load another 3 properties. When we redesign it, it'll do the same thing, but you'll be able to click and go through all the rest of the properties. The limit of what carousel. It is a carousel. That's correct. Ooh, Chris, we decided 13 agents per month in this program. Is that correct? Okay. So you'll have the opportunity to sign up, and there'll be 13 spots every month, which is pretty exclusive for an opportunity like this. Readers will click through, when they click on the listing, they will click through directly to your listing or your agent website, whatever URL you tell us that you want them to link to. This is the most effective advertising product that I sell on all of my options. I mean, I sell probably 20 different products for CultureMap, and without question, this drives the most traffic of anything. Okay, the Homes of the Week email. So this is a custom branded email newsletter. Oh, wait, you know what? Let me go back to that page real quick. On the property showcase, what I want to tell you is that this is, it's highly exclusive. There will be no more than 4 real estate brokerages that can use this product at a time, which is really limited. So you currently, I think you're one of 3. And the maximum I will allow is 4 real estate brokerages to use this, and you're in rotation on every single page of the website.
So I have a question.
Sure, go ahead.
Because I am an avid CultureMap reader from day one.
Yeah.
I used to be the one in the know because nobody else read CultureMap. So I used to say, we got to do this, we got to do this. And everybody wanted to know how I knew about it. So I love CultureMap, and I have noticed often all these realtors, Greenwood King, John Doherty, are already on CultureMap. So will we be on a same email as their different broker?
No.
So
this is how this works. That's a really great question. So currently, and because Greenwood King is not using this right now, John Doherty is currently using this, and I would expect them to continue in 2019. Martha Turner will be using it in 2019. The 3rd real estate client that I have running is actually luxury apartments. So nothing competitive with you guys. So, and what they feature is actually like, let's say they have 6 apartment buildings that they feature different apartment communities for lease. So that's it. So when I say real estate, it doesn't limit me to
residential.
Yes. So so as it stands right now, it would be John Doherty, you, the apartment.
But we'd be on a different.
You would never show up on the same page ever. So if I load a page, the home page, for example, I load the home page. John Doherty could show up. And then you click into an article about the 10 best restaurants to have brunch at New Year's Day. Martha Turner might show up.
Gotcha.
So then the next, you know what I mean? So you're in a rotation and everyone's getting equal visibility.
Gotcha.
But you're never showing up the same page. You're never showing up side by side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that you're
Yeah.
limiting it.
This is highly exclusive.
Okay.
And I think that's why it's so successful. Like I said, it's my most successful product, and I think it's because of the exclusivity of it. Okay, the Homes of the Week email newsletter. So this is also exclusive. It's going to be branded for Martha Turner Sotheby's. There will be no other brokerages products in that email at all. So let's go through top to bottom. It's custom rated. It's exclusivity. Only your listings are featured. We will feature, again, 13 properties per month for Martha Turner. There's limited availability. Let me explain this. No more than 4 advertisers can use this product at a time, period. Not brokerages, advertisers, okay? I will send, this email goes out on Friday morning, and I will send, so I could send every Friday morning. I mean, that if I was full on my inventory. I'm not full right now. In fact, as it stands for 2019, you guys are the only brokerage that has this product for 2019. So you're really going to stand out. But up to 4 advertisers could use this in the Houston market. And let me explain what that means. So Martha Turner, y'all are going to send on the 3rd Friday of every month. I could have a home builder that wants to feature, inventory, for sale, spec homes, whatever. They could send on the 1st Friday of every month. Visit Houston is a client of mine, and they feature experiences, things to do in Houston for sale. We wouldn't call it Homes of the Week. We would relabel it, but they could use that product on Friday mornings. They could go the 2nd Friday of every month. What I'm saying is 4 advertisers max. It doesn't even have to be a real estate brokerage. Okay, I won't send more than that. And right now, you're the only real estate brokerage for 2019.
But the 3rd Friday will be.
Participants, period.
Right now, we're the only realtor.
Correct. And it's labeled as Homes of the Week, but it could be transitioned. I could use it for a retailer. Anyone that has something that they want to drive online traffic and they have individual listings, things for sale, we could use this product for. What I'm saying is whether it's called Homes of the Week or Gifts of the Week or whatever, there are 4 per month,
They go out.
period.
Do the 4 change every week, or do you opt at the beginning of the year to take the 3rd Friday of the week for the whole year?
Chris has a 3rd Friday of the week for 12 months.
We're locked in.
You're locked in.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So if you do a really good job with restaurants and other
Right.
things, then we'll be the only broker, like real
Potentially.
estate broker.
Potentially.
Right.
Potentially.
And then my question, the email, the distribution, what's the number of the list?
I think our list as of today is at about 17.5 for this list that I sent to. So 17,500 subscribers. And it's a very active, engaged list. It's not about giant quantity, it's about quality. When you see my numbers, like we're not getting a 10% open rate, we're getting a 35% open rate.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our readers are paying attention, and this email in Austin, I mean, it's incredible. So I personally, we've done this in Houston, it's done really, really well, but most of my clients are in Austin, and it's been like a no-brainer. In fact, Cooper just added it, their contract, the new contract they just signed, they just added this for 2019. And they were really excited about it. They were, in fact, I think, yeah, I'm not exactly sure exactly what their plan is yet for what they'll do with it in 2019, but they were like, no question, add it, on top of everything else that they do. Okay, we can go to the next page. Thanks. Okay, so pricing. The 2019 Realtor Program. We have this secured for all 12 months of 2019, January through December. It's exclusive to 13 agents per month. And you will have the property showcase runs all month long on the month you sign up. The Home of the Week email will run 1 email per month on the month you sign up. And the cost is $450 per month per participating agent. You can sign up through your intranet and you'll be billed through your Martha Turner monthly statement. It's super easy.
So a question.
Go ahead.
I'm the only one asking a question, but property showcase all month long. So if you sign up as one of the 13 realtors, Martha Turner, how often does your property show up?
It's like the sheriff boys.
One of 13.
And is it one a day?
No, all day long. It's constantly rotating. Constantly rotating all day long, all month long. There's no per day or there's no numbers. It's like.
So every 13 times CultureMap sends out a email.
Anytime you hit a page.
Anytime you hit a page.
Anytime you hit a page.
It's online.
It's an article.
It'll be
it's
in
a
the morning and
page,
the
it's
afternoon.
page.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So you're one of,
One of 13 that will come up. So you just rotate the 13 as the
All day long,
articles all day long.
Automatically
For the
rotates.
entire
For every visitor.
the entire month.
Go
So
ahead.
it automatically pulls your active listings, or do you decide?
You'll
what-
submit one listing. You'll submit
You'll
one
sign up
listing.
just like any other ad.
Oh, so it's just,
You can choose what listing
One
you want to
listing.
run.
okay, but can you put in more than one listing?
Correct. But we're gonna cap it right now at 2 listings per agent per month.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Lindsay, you included a 6-month package. So this is, you have signed up for 12 or months or?
Or no month.
know.
No, you can sign up you do not have to sign up for a 12-month agreement. You can sign up 1 month at a time. But if you know that you'd like to secure a space for 6 months, let's say you want to do March through August.
April, May.
Yeah, or you want to do March, April, May, you can go ahead and sign up and hold your spot. If you know you want to do January through December, 12 months, go ahead and sign up and book it. Because there's only 13 spots, and how many agents are in the brokerage?
More than 13.
But it's
200.
per month.
So there's the opportunity is for 200 people, would have access to this. So if you want one of the 13 spots all year long, take it.
And there'll be a sign up just like with any other ad.
What's the lead time in advance that you have to sign up?
As long as
It's not
it's
2
a
weeks.
space.
As long as there's a space, that you can give me the property the day before.
Okay, but in other words, well, let me ask this. Say the property sells. Can I?
I can
Someone else in?
if your property sells, I can immediately switch it to the next property.
Okay.
So you tell Chris, my property sold, I want to switch it to 123 Main Street.
Right.
Here's the click-through URL, done.
For 914 Main Street.
Right.
Yeah.
Chris, I heard you say-
Price, another question, related to yours is, can we switch, if listing sells, can we switch it? So you have a drastic price reduction, our price drops 100,000, you want me to switch it? It is the click of a button. You can get in touch with Chris and he will be able to do it. You can get in touch with me and I will be able to do it. Responsive. Any other questions related to that conversation that I can answer? Go ahead, John.
Will this be emailed to us?
Yes, it's going to come out in a minute.
Oh, this presentation?
Right.
Absolutely, we can send this to you guys. And did you have another question?
Yeah, do you banner them, like a new listing or a price discount or something?
That's a really good idea, and possibly when we do our redesign, we could do some sort of corner banner. I'll ask about that. That's a great idea. But there is a description section. There's a description field, so we can use the description field, like it could, well,
I remember that, yeah.
so beneath the photo, there, you might have neighborhood, and then you might have entertainer's paradise. You could put memorial, new listing, new to MLS. You can use whatever description you think is the most likely to hook in your audience. Okay, we can go to the next page. Okay, so here are the optional add-ons I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation. Once again, these are exclusive to Martha Turner agents. And a lot of this, guys, is because of the relationship I built with Sotheby's and the relationship I want to continue to build with Sotheby's. I've spent a lot of time with Cooper. I talk to them every single day. So they are, I'm very close to them. I want to become very close to you guys. I would like this relationship to expand to Dallas and Fort Worth with Bruce Raymond. So I want Sotheby's and CultureMap in Texas to have a really fantastic partnership. So this is exclusive to you guys in Houston. No other, you're not gonna talk to another agent in the market and they go, oh, I got this deal from CultureMap. Not happening, you know, like you guys are getting this deal, that's it. So I've got two options for you. One is promoted articles and the other is branding advertising. So promoted articles, this has been a huge benefit for Cooper Sotheby's, and you'll know exactly why when you see it. So when I do a promoted article, basically I have a promoted content writer, a staff writer, and she's fantastic with real estate. We will get, basically all I need is the URL. Chris will give me the URL of whatever property you want to feature, and we will write a feature on that property for up to 15 photos in a for sale listing. This is a really good example here. We feature up to 15 photos, and you can't see the rest of the article, but then there's a, I don't know, it's like a 1-paragraph description and then bullet points about the home. And it's written really, really well, really, really sexy. It speaks to our readers. So we could do for sale listings. Oh, you can also feature a video. If you have a video on your property, we can feature it on this article. So it's a great way to push out this kind of content. This is good for featuring your for sale listings, quite frankly. It's, you know, featuring these for sale listings is just as good to get new sellers on, you know, under contract. So, but for sale listings would be the main thing you'd use it for. The other options that I'm going to offer you guys is that we could talk about significant sales. So if you know, a good example is Carrie Clark in Austin. She sold, she represented the buyer for Goddessman Residential represented Lance Armstrong as the seller. And Carrie Clark represented the CEO of Big Ass Fans. I don't know if you've heard of him. Yeah. So it was a significant transaction, kind of celebrity, high profile, people on both ends of the deal. Well, everybody was talking about Lance Armstrong's home and Laura Gottesman attached to that. I ran a promoted article for Carrie, and all we talked about was Carrie representing the CEO. We got a quote from the seller about how she made the transaction so smooth and how wonderful it was to work with her. And we featured, she has a profile. She has one of those evoker profile videos. We featured that. That thing, y'all, it got like in 24 hours. It was incredible. And that's not every single article, you know, like don't make that your expectation. That's Blockbuster. But for her to run one article and get that sort of attention, and it was mentioned that that Laura Gottesman represented Lance Armstrong as a courtesy, but it did not. It talked about Carrie, which was great for her. So significant sales is a great way to use these. Another thing is agent profiles, branding for yourself. We do our agent profiles. They're not stuffy. There is a professional bio, which sometimes those can get long and stuffy. But rather than make that long, we actually do a really fun Q&A with agents. So, and it really adds personality. It adds your personality into the article. And they're basic questions, but everyone answers them differently. And so it makes it more personal for you. And I'll show you some examples. But when we run promoted articles, it is a cross-platform promotion. Your article is published online. The article is available on all devices, desktop, phone, tablet. You will have a spot on the homepage in the real estate section. Your article will be featured on the homepage. You will get a Facebook post with your article link, and it will be boosted. So we will pay for it to reach more people in a high-quality audience. We will tweet your article. You will get a spot in our editorial email newsletter featuring your article. We have this site-wide, this latest news block here. Your promoted article will get featured in the latest news block on every single page of the site. And we are going to do an article. Chris and I talked about this. There's a series module, you know, it's a custom branded module on every single page of the site. And we are going to do that if you guys do a significant number of articles. So, you know, maybe we do if we do like 2 per month, we'll populate that module. If we do less than that, if we're doing 4 per year or something, we're not going to do the module. It would look dated. So that's the nutshell about promoted articles.
But, okay, I'm a little confused.
Go ahead.
So is this an extra cost
Yes,
over?
this is not included in your monthly package that you can sign up with Chris. This is an extra cost, and I can still bill you through your monthly statement. You can sign up through the internet and I can bill you through your monthly statement, but this is an optional add-on above and beyond the $450.
How much is it?
So this right here, the value is $22.50. I charge $22.50 per article. I'm gonna offer it to Martha Turner agents for $8.95 each.
And that is for each one of those different things, if you wanted to do the bio or if you wanted to do the
Right,
picture.
one article. So one article, you can decide what you want to feature in that article, but one article, the value is $22.50. That's what I would charge any other client in the market. And you will have the option to purchase it as a one-time add-on for $8.95 per article.
And that's for 1 month.
Well, your article, let me get to some of this. Your article is permanently archived on CultureMap. And what that means for you is that it builds SEO value over time. So it lives on our site. Someone, tell me your name, I'm sorry.
Vicki.
Vicky. Okay, so tell me your last name again.
Evans.
Evans, Vicky Evans. So someone is looking to sell their home, they get a referral to you. Probably the first thing they do is Google you. Vicky Evans, Houston realtor. This article, as it builds value, shows up on the front page of Google. One of the examples I use, if you want to write this down, is Kathy. Go Google Kathy Rips, San Antonio. One of the first 5, Kathy Rips, R-I-P-P-S. She's a San Antonio realtor. And I could give you a dozen other examples, but Kathy's easy to remember. Within the first 5 links on Google, which is front page, first top 5 links in Google is the CultureMap article, and it's her agent profile. And it will be there forever. So 2 years from now, someone can be Googling her, looking for her, and they find that article, and it's like an endorsement.
And we'll link it to your profiles on Sotheby's Homes, on your agent website, so it'll receive traction from there as well.
Exactly. So people will read my article, and then they'll click through into your website, and then that's probably the point where they pick up the phone and call you. Go ahead.
I was just saying, it's a very highly trusted third-party endorsement, so it's gonna look look better than if they came up with your own website or your profile page through HR.
Right. It's going to be written by a professional writer, someone who is, this girl was a former CultureMap editor. She was the city editor for CultureMap, and she's a great writer. We transitioned her to she only does promoted content now. So she knows how to speak to CultureMap readers in our tone and voice and really appeal, get our readers to appeal to you. So that, I think I've covered everything on that. Let's see. Oh, go ahead.
So I just looked up Kathy Rip and found it real quickly, and it's got a video. So that was the video she provided you all. Like
correct. That is a video that she provided us. She did that video, that personal video through their the eBooker program, which I'm sure you guys are familiar with, right? It's expensive. I mean, it's not cheap, but I'm thankful that I have a place to publish these videos because I know they spend a fortune on them, and then it's like I can put them on every single article I publish for those realtors.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very high quality, costly video. Commercial. Front page video.
For an agent, just about you.
Gotcha.
And
if you give me
tools
your card, I'll send you some links so that you can kind of look at different article styles. In fact, I'll send it to Chris too, so that if anyone has questions about articles, I'll have a couple of links to different styles of articles that you can just get ideas for. I mean, I've published hundreds of articles for Cooper, so I have an example of every single type of thing you would want to talk about.
Well, a listing that was done by your writers just through our PR company.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. And it got a lot.
It was really nice.
It was beautiful. And it got a lot of, I got a lot of response from it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing is just guaranteeing that. I mean, sure, you can pitch PR, but they might write one for sale listing per month from an editorial standpoint, and they've got everybody in the city after them. This is your opportunity to say, I want this published, this is what I want said, it's client controlled content, and I want it to go out on this day. I want it to publish on December 15th. Great, I've got an open spot, done. Yeah. Okay, so, oh, here's a better example. I forgot I put this in here. This is the full length of a for sale listing, and showing everything that I put into the article. This is an example.
I have a question. Are you limited on the first group they'll accept a certain number? And then if you are, can you do this if you're not part of the first group?
Sure.
What was the question?
If you're not part of the 13 and within the main network.
Oh, this is separate.
You can do these
Totally
separate.
I'm okay with that. This is an option for all Martha Turner agents, and it's because Martha Turner has a 12-month contract with me.
So everybody should do it
if
once.
you don't want to participate in the main program, the $450 per month, if you don't want to participate in that at all, but you want to do one article out of the whole year, that's it, one article or one listing, totally fine with me.
That got built up. There might
Totally,
Right.
totally fine with me.
Especially the featured home one.
And like she
Yeah.
said, the more participation we have, then she could make a module and then it even lives even
Correct.
a more organized way.
Correct. And if we have a lot of participation, I'll do what I do for Cooper, which is I created a homepage module for them. No other advertiser in all of our markets has a homepage module, but they do such a volume. They do 10 articles per month in Austin and at least 5 in San Antonio. And so I give them a homepage module. They have a fixed position on my homepage just for their 10 articles per month, you get a homepage module.
Are they company owned?
Is that, so I'm looking at her site again, and there's ads dropped in, and every single ad dropped in is a Cooper ad. Is that stagnant, or is that rotate through? Like, sometimes I've noticed before in certain things, like,
So in
we can have
San
an ad, and then our
Antonio-
authority agent's ad shows up on our, whatever, so I'm just, is that?
Well, okay,
is that
so
just
on your
coincidence?
series, on your articles, we can do it a couple different ways. And I'm gonna let you guys be the decider. I can allow run of site, so other advertisers, El Tiempo Restaurant, Memorial Herman, their banner ads to populate around your articles. What I would do is exclude anything that's competitive, so no other real estate ads, okay? So you can allow other ads to populate. If you would like Martha Turner branded ads to show up on your articles, I can fix those exclusively to your articles. I probably can't do this on an a la carte basis, but if you were to run a significant amount of articles as an individual realtor, you could create branded agent ads, and I would fix them to those certain articles. So tell me your name again. Thomas. Okay, Thomas. So Thomas, if you were, let's just say you were to run one article per month for all 12 months, you could give me branded ads, and I will fix those ads to those 12 articles as they publish. So that pretty much when someone clicks on that page, they can't leave. They can't click on anything without getting back to you.
And I'm thinking, as you're saying that, I have a builder that I'm working with that has several projects. I could do ads for his different projects linked to that thing, so it would just drive it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You'd have to do a significant number of articles, though. You can't do one article and send me ads. It would just become very cumbersome for my production staff, yeah. But if you did a significant number of articles, then yes, I could fix whatever ads you want to go on. Okay? Realtor profile. I'm glad to send this link out so that you guys can see. This was a beautiful article. It did very well. This is Ryan Rogers in Austin. He's participated since day one in our program. Caring for others helps propel this Austin realtor to success. I mean, what a great headline, It got a ton of clicks, a lot of traffic from Facebook. People want to read a feel-good story, and that's, so my writer is incredibly good at finding what's the hook. What is the hook for you? This realtor was very involved in the arts. That's what we talk about. That's what the headline, and it'll speak to that realtor's audience. I have one realtor in Austin that's very, her background is in wine sales. I mean, she's like, her husband is like president of Republic Distributing or something. You know what I mean? She's got the tap on the wine. If you want a fantastic wine room in your house, that's the realtor you go to. You know, so that we really played that up on her article. So you'll get a feature article about you. You know, featuring your agent bio, you know, professional bio, but the Q&A is really what drives your personality. And you can have we'll have your agent headshot as the main image. Your agent headshot will actually go here. Ryan did have one of those personal introduction videos, so we used his personal introduction video as the main thing and then a thumbnail image. So anybody that ever creates a personal introduction video, just let me know and we can add it to your articles. Okay, front of site branding ads. So this is a totally separate opportunity. So there's two add-on opportunities: promoted articles and front of site branding ads. If you were to choose this for as an add-on, you basically we would create a set of banner, or Chris, I'm assuming Chris creates all this. So Chris will create a set of branding ads. I'll give him all the specifications, and he'll send me those ads. They will run all month long on my website. So let's just say you decide to do it for January 2019. It'll run January 1st through 31st, 2019. Okay, 30 days, 31 days, whatever the month is. This means that your ads will populate on articles all over the website. So it could be any line of content. It could be entertainment, you know, fun things to do this weekend. It could be a profile on a new restaurant. It can be any place that. So these are run of site banner ads here, here. As you go down deeper into the article, there's an ad here. As you go to the bottom article, there's a banner across the bottom. So, you know, they just populate in open inventory throughout my site. It's not a specific section. It's not a specific page. It's just as you refresh the page, these ads rotate. You will become a run of site advertiser and you'll be there all month long. Now, the cost for this is I think a three month commitment is $17.25 per month. So let's say a 1 month would even be 20% on top. I usually charge 20% premium to do 1 month. So whatever that is, maybe $2,100 or something. Again, I'm offering this exclusively to Martha Turner agents for $8.95 per month. So you guys, all of you have the option. You have the option to be part of the program. You have the option to participate in the optional add-ons. And you can decide 1 month at a time. You can sign up long-term. Whatever works for you, we will accommodate. I think, is it on the page? There we go. That just kind of, it's the pricing and value and cost. Any other questions? Any questions on run of site?
That's not typical.
So I'm just curious, if once you do, like you do an agent profile, that's an add-on.
Uh-huh.
It's an add-on, but that will stay on the site somewhere forever.
Correct.
So if somebody's ever looking for Marilyn Thompson, they will find it on CultureMap.
Highly likely, yes. We're an authority on Google, so Google recognizes our content as quality content,
right? And
it will push that content to the top.
Okay.
Now, if you are a digital guru and you've got content everywhere in the world, it might be that CultureMap doesn't show up as one of the first, links.
Yeah.
But I have not come across a situation where one of my realtors does not show up very high up in Google. Yeah. Because CultureMap is usually one of the main places that producing content or publishing content. So, another thing to know is that we can republish an article for you. So let's just say, and I don't write a second article, okay? Let's just say Vicki has, we do an agent profile on Vicki in January, and we write all her details as of now. Well, then come September 2019, she says, I don't have a listing on our feature right now. I just want to draw up attention for myself. Let's republish my profile. It's the same price. There's no difference in price. You're gonna pay the same price again, but what I do is I refresh that article. So I go into the original article, we refresh details. If there's anything new you wanna add or mention, easy, it's digital, refresh it. And then I re-promote it through the platform. So it shows up on my homepage again. It shows up at the top of the real estate section again. It gets pushed to Facebook, Twitter, the Daily Digest email newsletter. So it gets re-pushed to all those places and you'll get another round of attention on that article.
The site ads, how do you know if you're gonna be at the top, the side, the bottom, and then what's the rotation? Is it just when it refreshes, a new ad pops up, or?
On the banner ads?
On the run of site?
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. So,
It's top end. It's top end.
okay, so the question was, I believe, how do you know where you're gonna show up on the page? What banner ads are gonna populate for you? And how do they refresh? So the ads refresh at each time you click to a new page. So they don't refresh while the page is stagnant. Once the page is loaded, your ads are there, okay? The way that I do it currently, and this could change slightly, but not much, is I roadblock the ads. What that means is that the same ad shows up here and here. And currently it also shows up in the paragraph of the article. So more than likely, as the reader scrolls down the page, they're seeing—
You're still there.
Your name, your name, your name, your name. They're seeing multiple ads from you. There are a few placements that aren't included in that, but for the most part, most of the ads on the page are going to be for you.
So that was my question. So
yes.
If I'm on the top ad, then I'm on the side and the bottom, and it follows the story.
Yes.
Your ad will be on the top, the side, and then a little bit further down as you get to the article. There are more placements on the page that have your ads than don't.
Are you using Instagram?
We are using Instagram. Instagram is not included in this package, but I do offer Instagram posts for sale.
And what is that?
So my normal cost is $500 for an Instagram post, and it's a sponsored post. So I don't know if anybody in here knows the term dark post, but basically it does not show up in my CultureMap newsfeed. We basically build an ad and pay for it to get pushed out to Instagram. We build an audience and we put money behind it. To do a post on Instagram that would show up inside CultureMap's newsfeed, it's $750. And that means, I hope I'm getting this right. I'm going to make sure that I'm using the right language. But we will publish it. It'll live in our newsfeed. And I believe we put money behind that as well to reach a wider audience. I think so. Chris, does that sound right? Okay, yeah, that's what we do. I'm not the Instagram expert. I know enough to be dangerous, but yeah, I believe that's how we do it. So it's between $500 and $750. And we can certainly increase that. If, like, you know, for example, if you wanted to just reach a higher volume of audience, you could tell me how much more you want to spend, and we can, you know, amplify the volume on that. Any other questions?
Very excited.
Okay.
Are there any other questions? Isn't this exciting? I mean, this is truly a way to get you out digitally. Everybody in here has used CultureMap. Everybody in here has looked at CultureMap. So I think it's exciting.
Just wanted to say, so we will have the internet signups for these. They are not ready yet, but they will be done by the end of the week. When that's ready, then I'll send out a resort to everybody. It'll have this presentation in it. It'll have some links to the examples that Lindsay was talking about for the promoted articles and any other relevant information. So.
I have one more question, Marilyn. What are you doing for us tomorrow?
It's a
big week.
It's a big week. That's exactly right.
Wow.
No.
Are your heads spinning?
Yeah.
I know it's a lot to take in, but we'll send all this to you because you really have to. You've got to look at it and go on CultureMap and see what she's talking about, see what Lindsay's talking
I'm
about.
going to put some of my business cards up here.
Here, put them right up here.
My cell phone number. So call, text, or email me, And if you
Come
haven't,
here, Lindsay.
you can all.
You remember the camera.
Oh, I forgot the camera. Okay, my business cards are right here. Let me tell the people who are watching my contact information. My cell phone number is area code 512-574-8888. My email is simple. It's Lindsay, Lindsey, @culturemap.com. You got it. And you know, as things go along, so right now, if you have any questions about participating, you need me to review this again in person, one-on-one, or you know, over the phone, one-on-one, whatever. I am definitely here to help you, you know, through understanding this. And sometimes I've worked with agents for a long time, and sometimes the first presentation is like, I got it, and then you step away for a week and you go, okay, I need a refresher. So feel free to get me. I will help you. And then as the program goes on, if you need help, if you have a specific project you're trying to tackle, a specific seller, a specific unique property, you are more than welcome to call me and see how we can work on that together. Okay?
One of the biggest things in our business planning meetings was you wanted more digital. And we understand that. We're all on digital. Who has not bought a present this season off of the internet? We all have. So I think this is a really, really fabulous opportunity for everybody to go digital, to do a lot more digitally. Perfect.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Y'all have a great day. Here's her business cards up here. Chris can answer questions for you. Lindsay can answer questions for you. Have a terrific day.
I was